have all bad days. I think I need help. I got an anger problem.
Any rapper that's been in the game long enough is bound to find themselves in some hot water sooner or later. As for NBA YoungBoy though, there's barely even been time to breathe when going through the disses that he's been putting out. At this point, our boy is ready for war, and he's definitely packing heat in this latest song, Know Like I Know. First of all, you have to remember that this guy is still on house arrest at this point, and is still looking to do some damage, with his last song, Bring the Hook, already turning heads for the diss of the late King Von on a track. Speaking ill of the dead may have been one thing, but YoungBoy is now shifting to the land of the living, looking to take shots at anyone he can get his hands on. On the first verse alone, we have him basically taking NLE Choppa to task for not standing in his corner in some of the latest feuds that he's been in with Lil Durk. This isn't just some petty stuff either. We've had some serious war of words between people like Nas and Jay-Z in the past, but YoungBoy is deadly serious. Right out the gate, we got YoungBoy name-dropping Choppa's mother, who's been serving as his manager and talking his slick talk about how crushed she'd feel once she sees her baby boy taken from her. That's just the tip of the iceberg though, since YoungBoy pretty much name-checks everything that Choppa's been up to in the meantime, like bringing up his spiritual cleansing that he tried back in 2020, to mentoring his relationship with Blazin just a few years after he was with her. In hindsight, this shouldn't be any different from the kind of diss tracks that YoungBoy has been making in the past few weeks. The main difference here is tone though. Bring the Hook may have sounded angry, but YoungBoy seems to be going for a much more threatening feel on this latest one. Just from the perspective of the lyrics, someone committed enough to write a line like,
they know I'm a demon, you ain't met the devil until you sing me.
Isn't afraid to get his hands dirty every now and again. This man is looking to leave all his competition in the dust behind him, even if it means leaving them a bit bruised along the way. And want to know the worst part? Choppa isn't even the main target in the song either. Remember the feud that Choppa found him on the wrong side of? Yeah, you can only imagine what YoungBoy thinks about Lil Durk on the next few verses. In the last few verses, YoungBoy is coming for Durk for all he's been saying on social media, especially when it comes to that last single. From the minute YoungBoy mentioned Von, you knew that Lil Durk wasn't just gonna roll over, leading him to posting pictures on Instagram showing Von and saying, don't claim it if you ain't do it, you still a bitch. Just a few days later though, now we have YoungBoy going so far as to reference Durk's time on social media directly, saying that he's someone who got Instagram and Twitter still trying to master, and promising to leave Durk in the same situation as Von if he tries to step to him. From the looks of it though, this isn't just YoungBoy trying to diss his peers for the hell of it. Whether it was the fallout of dissing Von a few weeks back or seeing his friends like Choppa not stand by his side, it just feels like everything has snowballed to this. Our boy's not afraid of anything anymore. He's looking to show himself as the king of the scene, even if it means bringing down the rest of his empire with him. The fact that he's doing this while still on house arrest is also pretty gutsy as well. Then again, all of the legendary rappers from back in the day could still talk their trash even when on the other side. Just a few months ago, we had Hova saying, I don't have to see you to touch you. This is what Braille looked like. Just because the man is confined to his house doesn't mean that his enemies are necessarily safe from anything that's coming to him. That's just YoungBoy's side of the story though. How's the rest of the rap community holding up with him hearing this song? From the looks of it, there seems to be quite a few fans looking to defend Choppa, with one fan in particular saying that YoungBoy's flow and writing has been going downhill the past few years anyway. You also got a fan saying that YoungBoy must really be working on demon time, considering his track record of dissing the entire O-Block in his last song, and now deciding to go right back in for more on this one. Hell, it's even a reference to one of the comments on Twitter by King Von's sister asking if YoungBoy's operating on demon time. For any of the skeptics, it's safe to say that he is. For all the trash talk that's been going around though, some fans are wondering that maybe YoungBoy is the one who should be scared. It's no secret that Durk is known for having some connections wherever he is. YoungBoy even mentions it in the damn song. So YoungBoy has been advised to watch his back by some fans as well, especially once that house arrest is lifted. Then again, there are still a massive amount of fans that are still in NBA's corner here, with one fan admiring that the band doesn't miss on his diss tracks. We also have some fans showing what really might be going on behind the scenes, including one fan who just posted a video saying that YoungBoy is telling Choppa to keep his mouth shut before he finds himself getting hurt.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Granted, it can be hilarious seeing the rap community look at YoungBoy's track record right now. Looking at some of the memes that have been made in the past few weeks, The funniest piece has to be the one fan who showed pictures of YoungBoy's supposed children and showing people like Durk and everyone else who's come up in the meantime. Then again, sometimes you need songs like these to remind your offspring why you're still the ruler of the game. We're all gonna have to wait and see how the rest of this plays out though. I mean, this track is still fresh in the air at this point, and Durk has yet to say anything on the matter. You could probably call it taking the high road, but it's pretty odd that getting called out for being so active on social media is giving us nothing but radio silence at the time. You can't really say that anyone walked away with a W here just yet, but YoungBoy is definitely prepared in case anything ends up going sideways. Other than that, we're just gonna have to keep our ear to the ground and see what comes next. What do y'all think of YoungBoy's latest track? Is it him trying to put someone in their place? Or should he be concerned that Durk's gonna be coming for him? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments and let everyone know.